Yo, what's going on, and welcome back to Legacy of the Duelist. And as you can see, we are currently at our Magician Girl deck. So we're probably going to keep using this, especially if we get packs earlier than I expected in the series. So hopefully we can get to our next deck sooner. But I have made a few small changes. We got the Solemn cards. So I'm running no more than are actually legal. Like, I get that this deck isn't legal because Pot of Greed and Graceful Charity, but I'm trying to keep it within reason. So we have 2 Solemn Strikes, which is the most you can run, and 1 Solemn Warning. And to get that in there, I took out 1 Call of the Haunted, 1 Silent Magician, and 1 Silent Burning. Because I think this deck isn't really about the Silent Magician that much, but I think it complements it nicely. And I feel like as it becomes more of a Magician Girl deck, more of the Silent Magicians will disappear, and we're already down to only 4 Silent Magician cards, so they could be on the chopping block next. But yeah, let's get back to the story. We opened quite a bit of Alexis's pack, and I think we got some Necros, but I don't know how to play Necros, so I don't know what the deck needs. I read some of the cards as I was getting them. I was like, this doesn't make any sense to me. I couldn't even figure out which one the ritual card was. I've got like 3 different ritual cards all for Necros. I assume you just use them all, but I don't really know. It's a ritual deck that is very unique, and so I don't understand it. Cyrus thought that he was not strong enough to duel, so he left a note for Jaden telling him that he was leaving the academy. After finding the note, Jaden and Chumley frantically searched for Cyrus and his brother Zane. Zane was not surprised that Cyrus was giving up. So that's Zane, the school's top duelist. You're dropping out? Well, yeah, kinda. It's about time. Jeez. You're his big brother. How could he say that? Because I know him. I bet you think you do, but guess what? You don't. And I'm gonna prove it to you. Prove it now. Let's duel. Duel a Slifer? Sure, why not? After all, it's been a while since I went slumming. Then get your game on. So we're playing as Zane though, and if I remember correctly, Zane wins this duel. One of the few times where Jaden actually loses. So in case you don't really know what the Solemn cards do, this one specifically, when a monster would be special summoned or a monster effect is activated, I can pay 1,500 life points, negate the summon or the activation, and then destroy that card. So this is a very good defensive card, just stop the other person from doing stuff. We also have Pot of Greed, great opening, not so great anymore. We will... Do I want to call the Haunted? I mean, I would like to call the Haunted on his turn. We might just cancel a summon just so we can get Magician of Dark Illusion out on the field. Because that's the other reason I wanted to put these counter cards in here, is because it has synergy with Magician of Dark Illusion. What are you summoning? Flame Wingman? Yep. So we're just going to cancel that probably, I think. Because I'm pretty sure Jaden... Why can I not cancel? Wait, excuse me? The effect of Elemental Hero Flame Wingman is activated. Well, I can at least cancel it now. Huh. I guess the reason I couldn't cancel the summon of Flame Wingman was because it was just a fusion summon that wasn't using like an activated effect. It was using a passive effect of Fusion Gate over there. We can also just grab Breaker right here. Wasn't I supposed to be able to summon? Maybe I said no on accident because I'm dumb. I must have said no the first time. But either way, we still get the effect. Puts us at a very advantageous position where we could just summon Demok if we want to. We also now have Silent Burning. When this card is on the field, the turn player can fusion summon one monster from their extra deck. Yeah, so I guess maybe that just counts as a passive effect, so we couldn't actually Solemn Strike it. But I would have thought, oh, because it's a fusion summon, it's not a special summon. That's what it is. Fusion summons aren't technically special summons. So that's why that did not work. Now, do we summon Demok right here? Would be very strong. Or we could Link, but we do not very good Link. Or we could just do a lot of damage with these two as well. How much damage? We're getting 2,500 if we do this. Let's just keep this field at the moment. I would really like to put Demok out, but I don't have any spell cards in my graveyard. Do I have a spell card in my graveyard? I do. During the end phase, if this card was normal summon, you could target one spell card in your graveyard. Yeah, so maybe we'll do that. We'll summon Demok main phase 2, get our Pot of Greed back. This Pot of Greed will give us a ridiculous amount of value. Unfortunately, the Call of Haunted doesn't leave, because it doesn't count as destroying the monster. But make sure we actually activate his effect. Give me Pot of Greed back. And then next turn we will probably actually be able to do something instead of having to rely on a top deck. Plus, I don't think Jaden has any monsters in his deck that can get over Demok. I guess we would have had a pretty good top deck, but that's okay too. We got another Dark Illusion. I think we're just gonna send Dark Magician to the graveyard. Get a Kiwi. But I also know that the elemental heroes don't have a whole lot of defense. I think Wildheart has the best defense and he has 1600. So yeah, it's Avian, so it wouldn't even do damage to me if I failed, but I can get a lot more damage. I can actually win in 2 turns if I get 2 Demok attacks off, so that's why I went for that right there, because I valued winning in 2 turns higher than potentially doing no damage. And I know that none of the elemental heroes have destruction effects that matter, as far as I know. He could have like some newer elemental heroes that I've never heard of that weren't in his deck at the time that could do something cool, but that is less likely. We can also, let's just Breaker. I think we will put Kiwi down because she's being annoying at the moment. And then we can just Silent Magician. And then we also have Silent Burning. which means that we could just one-shot him. Because we do currently have one more card than him. What can we activate? Oh, Silent Burning, I see. You should obviously activate Silent Burning as late as possible to not give him chance to respond. So I attack first, then after I have declared battle, I will activate it. I think for this card, that might be the last moment I can. I don't know if it can be activated during the damage step or not. But we'll draw a whole bunch of cards, giving me a whole bunch of attack, and that will finish it. Woo! Thanks for a great duel, Zane. So, Zane, what do you think? I think Cyrus chose good friends, Alexis. Your brother's got mad skills. Well, at least I got the looks. Come on, let's go home and work on our decks. How did that solve the problem? I don't really understand. Alright, so now we get to play as Bastion. Dr. Crowler was still looking for someone that could defeat Jade and Yuki in a duel. He thought that he found his answer, but literally Zane just beat him. He thought that he found his answer in Bastion Misawa, a mathematical genius who calculated his duels to an exact formula. Later in class, a fellow blue student told Chazz Princeton that he can no longer sit in the obelisk blue section. Chazz would now have to sit with the raw yellow losers instead. I don't remember that. Why did that happen? This is all wrong. I don't belong over there with those losers. Dr. Crowler, tell everyone this is a mistake. Tell them that I belong up here. But you don't. You haven't since you lost that one duel to, oh, who was it now? Ah, yes, I remember, Jade and Yuki. Which is why you will duel Bastion Misawa tomorrow, and if you lose to him as well, you too will switch dorms. You mean I'd become a raw yellow duelist? Yes, very good. Now if only you could duel as well as you listen. The next morning, a school staff member told Jaden that there was a larger number of cards floating in the water off the docks. Jaden, Bastion, and Cyrus went to investigate. Ah, that's Ring of Destruction. And Vorse Raider. Bastion, these are all of your cards. It's my own fault. This deck was in my desk and I moved my desk to the hallway yesterday when we were painting. Someone must have taken it then. Who would do something like this? Someone who doesn't want you to advance to the obelisk blue, that's who. Your deck is totally ruined. Aw, man, what in the world are you gonna do now, Bastion? Your promotion exam is in less than an hour. Less than an hour later. Bastion, you made it. It's so odd that, like, their deck is that important to them, because, like, someone, like, I know if someone lost their deck at a tournament or something, they probably wouldn't be able to build the same deck again, but they could probably get awfully close as long as they were willing to shell out the money for it. Bastion, you've made it, and I see you bought some friends? Brought, maybe? I hope you duel better than the company you keep. Wait a sec, Chazz is your test opponent? Bastion, he must have been the one who tossed your cards. Pardon? I don't know what he's talking about, Dr. Crowler. I didn't do a thing. Oh, is that so? I saw you, Chazz. This morning by the water, you dumped them and ran off. I normally wouldn't snitch, but you don't mess with someone's deck. Oh, come on. Who's to say I wasn't throwing away my own cards? I guess Bastion and I just had similar decks, that's all. Liar! No one calls me a liar, no one calls me a thief. Fine. Then you're not. Let's just have our duel. I don't remember what deck Bastion built. Does he have like all of his oxygen cards? I guess we won't figure out because we're playing as Bastion, so. Alright, so we will Pot of Greed. And we have a whole bunch of Magician Girls already. Let's start off by dropping D-Mock. We drew another D-Mock. Let's also special summon you. drop Dark Magician Girl, and then we can pull out our Dark Magician. And that's where we're gonna have to stop for now. Next turn we could probably play a second Magician Girl. Rhoda. So you just have like a beatdown deck? Oh god. Darn, he can actually kill that. Alright, well now we have Magician's Defense. So my idea here is Apple is the better one to summon, because Apple doesn't negate effects. Lemon does negate effects, so Apple can summon Lemon, and then Lemon can summon Dark Magician as they chain into each other. Granted, the guy probably won't attack Apple because everyone refuses to attack both Apple and Lemon. We will also activate this right away before he has something that can respond to it. Command Knight. Holy crap, that is a big monster. Alright. However, you made the mistake of attacking Chocolate. Prepare to be democked. And vanished. Yes please, we can get Pot of Greed. Demock into Pot of Greed is so stupid. It's like running 2 Pots of Greed. Now we have Solemn Warning. This one... So this is when a monster would be summoned, or a trap, spell trap, or monster effect is activated. That includes the effect of that includes a special summon. So this one we can do just any summon, which is what I was thinking that Solemn Strike was as well, that Solemn Strike is only special summons. So now we can drop another Demock. Does it cut it even more in half? You cannot have the same damage twice this way. I see. Unlucky. Should we summon a second Chocolate or should we summon Lemon? Let's get rid of Dark Magician of Illusions, Dark Hole, not really useful. We'll get more damage out of not Link summoning, I think, so let's just do that. Obviously attack with Demock because the banish is just free because we still get damage. Right now probably would have been a good time for Kiwi, as I think this would have been lethal. Would have been an extra 1800 damage, yeah. What are you gonna do, Chazz? You can't possibly win. Are you really going? I could just cancel it, but why spend the life when he's just gonna attack Chocolate and cry? I summon a second Demock. Wait, what? Nope, that's okay. Hello. How's it going? You lose. A well-played duel, Chazz, but not well enough. Pure luck. You drew a lucky card and stumbled into the win, that's all. Perhaps, but luck favors the prepared, and I was prepared to beat you with half a dozen other cards as well. Sorry, you would have lost one way or another. Chazz, you stole, you lied, you cheated, and you lost. You deserve to be demoted. No! This can't be. Does he actually ever get demoted though? Or is this where he starts wearing the black coat? And I don't think Bastion ever gets promoted, if I remember correctly, or at least not for very long if he does. Doomsday Duel. Chancellor Shepard, the chief administrator of Duel Academy, called Jaden, Bastion, Alexis, Chazz, Dr. Crowler, Professor Banner, and Zane to his office. He wanted to warn them about the Shadow Riders and the power of the 3 Sacred Beast cards. 3 Sacred what cards? Sacred Beast cards! Due to their immense power and their colossal might, they were hidden here at the Duel Academy. You see, this academy was built in part to protect the Sacred Beast cards. They were buried deep underground, their powers sealed safely away. Legend says if these cards ever see the light of day, terrible things will happen. Our world will be no more. No more? So this is why the 7 of you are here, to protect these 3 cards from the Wicked Ones. The Wicked Ones? That's right, 7 duelists known as the Shadow Riders who covet these cards. I have heard of these Shadow Riders. They are no joke. You must be careful. Okay, so how do we protect these cards? By protecting the 7 Spirit Gates. To get to the cards, one must unlock these gates. And to unlock them, one must gain the 7 keys for the 7 gates. And that is how we will protect those cards, by protecting the keys. And here they are, 1 for each of you to guard. Children, this is an important responsibility, for me as well. We hold the keys, won't that make us targets? It's true, with these keys the Shadow Riders will seek you out. Seek us out? You mean take us out? Only in a duel. Fortunately for our side, the keys can't simply be stolen. An ancient edict commands the keys must be won in a duel, and so I've called on our school's 7 best to take up this challenge and fight the good fight. Are those really the best? Like, I get Zane and Alexis, maybe Bastion. Jaden's just lucky. Dr. Crowler's not very good. Chazz is not very good. Banner is, well, you know, he's evil. So, probably shouldn't give him a key to begin with. Later that evening, Jaden and Alexis were transported to a volcano where they encountered the first Shadow Rider. Where are we? In one very weird dream, or a nightmare. It's neither. What's going on? You mean you don't know? Call me a slow learner? Call me Night Shroud. I'll be the one taking that key you have around your neck. Wow, you guys don't waste much time, do you? I'll get that key, and I'll get it now. Oh, and just to make sure of that, I brought friends. What's that mean? Say hello to Cyrus and Chumley. Looks like they're in hot water, or maybe I should say hot molten lava. But then such is the nature of a shadow game, Key Keeper. A shadow game? Listen, just duel me, but let them go. I don't think so. I need to ensure a speedy match. After all, that protection orb they're in, let's just say it's not exactly built to last. Oh, and I'm afraid that there's more. Also at stake is your soul, which will be sealed in this card when you lose. Of course, if I lose, then my soul will be sealed. But hey, let's be honest with ourselves. Me lose? No way. Now then, shall we? You can't agree to this. Tell that to Cyrus and Chumley. They're about to become meatballs in a lava stew. They're my friends, and I'm not gonna let that happen to them or us. Besides, it's not like this is my first shadow game. I'm just hoping it doesn't hurt as bad as the others. Okay, pal, you want a duel? You got it. Let's throw down. Get your game on. Heraldry change. Aha! I will go first. Alright, so we got the turn 1 berry plays. We turn 1 berry. We will add chocolate. And then we will Silent Magician. First turn, 3000 attack. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Summoner's Art. I don't remember what kind of deck this guy plays. What am I activating? Yeah, sure. Don't let him do that. Maybe I should have let him do that just so I could know what deck he's playing, but who cares? So we probably shouldn't set this just because it's going to make us less powerful. I'm thinking we should get rid of Apple, because then we can use Apple as a summon target. Ooh, maybe we shouldn't set that. Oh, too late now. Can you really not cancel? Gosh dang it. Alright, I don't know what his monsters are, but let's try and go for damage. No trap cards during the battle phase. Weep. Activate the effect of a card. Oh yeah. Just like sitting here and thinking about something else that's not even related to this duel. The thing I was thinking about is, because a lot of these story duels aren't that hard, and the reverse story duels probably won't be that hard, so I was thinking maybe I don't bother showing the reverse story duels. But I don't know if people might be interested in watching the duelist challenges. I've already done some of them, because that's the easiest place to grind is in the duelist challenges. But just let me know. Otherwise I might just do them on my own, or I could show all of them as well. See which ones are annoying. What am I gonna drop here? Probably just drop Barry, that's fine. That's not so great. Because if we special summon her, then she loses 1,000 attack. Probably just not at the moment. See if we can get off 3,000 damage. I don't think so, because that guy's just gonna summon another one. Darn. I don't know if he has another. He does. Alrighty. Well, that's annoying. I guess you win for now, sir. Unfortunately, if we summon Apple now from the graveyard, Apple has no target, because she can only target a level 5 or lower in our hand. So we're hoping to draw something else that could be a target, hopefully. Could also just put down Solemn Strike. I get we'll lose a little bit of attack, but that's how it's gotta be at the moment. You could kill the card that we know what it is. You have another one? Why is it? It's just showing me to confirm that he doesn't have any more. Alright, maybe next turn we can get some damage done. Summoner's Art. We'll just cancel that. Because the fact that he only played one Summoner's Art the first turn tells me that he just drew that one. Oh, come on. Really? You're gonna attack that much just to attack Chocolate and embarrass yourself? That seems like a foolish move. So the thing about this is if I summon Barry, I feel like my best move is to summon Barry. Even though I could Apple and just kill him, if I bury, then I can summon Kiwi. Let's do that. I'm gonna take piercing damage just because of how... What else would I chain? No, that's okay. I definitely don't want to kill my chocolate. So we'll put her in attack mode. Not that it matters because she will take piercing damage and has the same attack and defense. Now I will summon... Oh, I can summon Dark Magician Girl. Should I do that or Kiwi? Probably Kiwi, because Kiwi makes me immune to effects and stuff. Cannot be destroyed or targeted by card effects. Wait. Something like that. I would have preferred he stayed in attack mode, but whatever. And now we got Breaker as well. And if we break her, then we could destroy the Call of the Haunted and get to his life points quite easily. No. And we might as well summon Apple just for a little bit more damage, because I don't remember if we have enough damage. But this looks like it'll probably be enough. Also, just draw a card. But we probably could have saved that for main phase 2 if everything went horribly wrong. No, stop trying to solemn strike me. Alright, let's do this. Let's attack with Kiwi. Well, that appears to be game. We did not need Apple. But we might have needed Apple, let's say if... I guess even if something else came out, we wouldn't have had enough damage even with Apple. That's game. Sigh, Chumley. Jaden collapsed to the ground as everyone else were transported outside of the volcano. We're alive! What the? He did it! Jaden did it! Yeah! But where's Jaden? Look over there! Jaden! Wake up! He's not moving. Come on, Jay. He's fine. Tired maybe, but who could blame him? Not me. I'm tired and I didn't do a thing. He's okay, which is more than I can say for Night Shroud. Alexis noticed another body laying in the distance. Alexis? It can't be. It's him. I thought I'd lost him, but he's back. He's finally back. My brother is back. That card took away whatever darkness was holding him. Oh, he's the one who runs the Red Eyes zombie deck. We got time for one more duel. The second Shadow Rider, Kamula... Kamula? Is that her name? I don't remember this person. Defeated Dr. Crowler and Zane. What? How did Zane lose? Taking both their spear keys and trapping their souls into dolls. It was up to Jaden to put an end to her madness. Alright, Kamula. I'm here for my friend's souls and I'm not leaving till I get them. Truth be told, dear, you're not leaving here ever again. Not a single one of you are. Kamula, get your game on, and I mean on high, cause when someone duels my pals and turns their souls into some dolls, it puts me in a bad mood. Oh my god, that's horrifying. And let me tell you something, I don't care. Maybe this will change your mind. She was very scary. Please let me go first. Thank you. I don't have like good strategy between going first and second. I just tend to like going first. Oh shoot. Interesting scenario. Probably gonna throw Kiwi in the graveyard. Because if I throw Breaker in the graveyard, I can't get his effect anymore. Give me a solemn warning. And then we got Berry for next turn, or Breaker, depending on what we need. We could special summon Kiwi from the graveyard. I like where we're going. Allure of Darkness. I should maybe make a vampire deck too. I pretty much want to make like every deck in this game. I just want to get all the cards and make everything. Zombie Master. Vampire Lady. Chocolate. Here's Kiwi. I probably don't need to worry about keeping my field organized because I never link summon anyways. Another Breaker. We don't really need Breaker at the moment, so I don't really need any other Magician Girls though either. Let's drop Berry and see what happens. We get Apple. We will summon Apple. We will put Warning back down. I don't know why he used Giant Trunade on that. That was a little bit questionable. Probably shouldn't have attacked with Chocolate there. Granted, I don't think he had anything. He could have maybe had an effect in the graveyard to buff his attack. If he did, then I would have nothing to protect Chocolate there, and Chocolate would just die. So don't attack with Chocolate. Because their effects only work when they get attacked, not when they attack. So I'm kind of curious, what does Kiwi's effect say again? Spellcaster type monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. Does that mean I can Dark Hole? I think it does. Haha. Oh, what the heck? Get out of here. Then we'll summon a Breaker. We will destroy whatever his backline card is. And now we will finish this. And that was pretty easy. Chocolate! Victory is mine. Jaden defeated Kamula, freeing Zane and Dr. Crowler's souls from her dolls. That's game. At last, the nightmare's finally over. This one, at least, Kamula was just the second of the Shadow Riders, and that means more are on the way. Okay, we got Cyrus's pack now. We've got to be getting close. How many of the packs do we have? So I think, because this is going to be Jaden's pack. This is the pack that we want. We want Jesse's pack. So we should get there probably next episode, as we are now done with this one. Good ending. Looks like next time we're fighting Amazon Lady. I don't remember what her name is, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.